It's exciting. I think you're right. It's very exciting, and it's going to be really interesting to see how they deal with this first format change up. What they do? Are they going to add take away items? Are they going to add take away Pokemon? Are they going to add or take away moves that Pokemon can get? There's that
Yeah.
there as well, or ability. There's so much they can do. It's so flexible because ideally they can, if there's a Pokemon that they think should be performing better, but it's just struggling, like Mega Kangaskhan, they could give it a buff and give it Power Up Punch, and then put something in that gives it really good support against Sneasler, and then that is going to be something that a lot of players are going to be more inclined to use because it will perform better in the format. So there's or Sneasler just drops out completely.
Hmm.
That would have a huge impact. So
I,
there's so many things. This is what this is why it's just so great.
I agree that there's so many things, and I'm not sure what your guys' thoughts are, but I feel like in my heart of hearts, they should not by any means consider changing abilities. They can change everything else, but I feel like abilities is sort of the premise of what the Pokemon is born with, right?
Happens if
And
it's busted though? Do you reckon keep it and just nerf the ability?
maybe that's what we're already seeing with Unseen Fist. If they wanted to change abilities, they would have removed Unseen Fist.
The thing is though, we've seen them change abilities in the past though, like hidden abilities that have been hidden abilities or been changed to other
Well,
things.
I guess like Empoleon's changed, right? Where it was
Mm,
Defiant and now
yeah.
changed to competitive.
Legendary dogs as well. I think they didn't they have inner focus now as their
Yeah.
hidden ability. They
Yeah,
were
because they
once
used to
like
be Lightning
water
Rod,
absorb.
Flash Fire, and Water
Well,
Absorb.
Zapdos was originally penned in to be Lightning Rod, which would have been
That's crazy.
nuts.
To be fair,
And then they
like that's
changed
got
it to static.
yeah,
So
but like
yeah.
according to the law, Lightning Rod makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah,
As well
yeah.
as like the
100%,
Pokemon
yeah. I think it
Lugia
was in
movie.
some official, release documents about it, pre that being a release with its hidden ability, because
Yeah,
everyone was expecting it. I think Chandelure was meant to have Shadow Tag as well.
it did. It did
Mm,
have Shadow Tag, and then they removed it.
mm,
Like they literally like did the thing of next generation update and all that. They removed it because that was broken at the time, right?
mm.
But I guess stop. What? Let's say, do you feel like abilities would be a thing that can be up for grabs for changing with like balance patches as well? Or
I'm kind of with you. I don't think they should be like straight up just changing stuff willy nilly. I think there's probably an argument in certain cases for them to change stuff. Like the examples you kind of just gave, kind of made sense to an extent. It'd have to be really justified, in my opinion, for them to be like, okay, we're just going to change this. If it's OP, then they just nerf it like they have done with Unseen Fist.
Mm.
That's the most logical thing, because then you start being like, well, what else can we change? Why don't we change the type? Changing
Oh,
moves are different, but then like I said, where do you draw the line if you start
Yeah,
ability?
that's true, yeah.
So I don't know.
It's just there's a little part of me that thinks, I'm kind of sad, Drampa didn't get Drizzle. That was kind of
Hmm.
rumored.
Hinted. It's kind of hinted.
Yeah, and like I feel like Meowstick as well, where it was rumored to get the Psychic Terrain with and I just think, oh, how good would those Pokemon have been with a better ability, whereas they're seeing barely any play right now, and I just think. Could you do it with those mega new Pokemon where you say, okay, we'd like to see them featured a bit more on in competitive play? Can we make them better? Could we give them maybe a second hidden ability where you've got the option to use this now instead of
Mhm.
just Berserk? Because the Drampa one feels probably the worst out of a lot of the new megas because it's probably a Pokemon that a lot of players were wanting to use, but because it gets Berserk twice, it's like,
I mean, Lee, it could be worse. You could be Mega Emboar.
Let's not get started on Mega Emboar.
I mean, yes, it is. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that is a great case in point. I mean, that one should be top of the ticket, right? When they're coming to do and any sort of updates for the next, they'll be like, who?
Poor thing, mate. It did not deserve that. Not with that cool of an update with the design of the Mega Evolution. It looks so
There is
sick.
part of me that they're kind of like, we cannot make every Mega really good.
But
So-
I mean, come on. I mean, Emboar, like,
Yeah, no, I'm
they give
not.
Feraligatr a good ability. They give Meganium a
I'm not
broken
talking about that
ability.
as an
Broken.
example.
So broken.
Broken
But-
ability. And then they said to Emboar, I just feel like someone over it,
They do not
there's
like Emboar.
someone conspiring against Emboar over
Mate.
the devs. There's someone there that doesn't like him. It's like, nah.
Not only that. So Meganium got the fairy typing added to it. Feraligatr or got the dragon. I know obviously Mega Emboar was already firefighting, but mate, you can't be doing them that dirty. That's
It's
just
mean. So bad.
It's hilarious.
I mean, Rotom's good, right? So I mean, Earthquake could be relevant right now on Emboar. I don't know how good it would be, but I mean, it's an option, right?
No, Lee. It's not an option, my
I
friend.
think you're
I'm
clutching
sorry.
at strings.
Yeah.
Strings or
yours.
straws.
I don't know the saying.
Strings. I like that.
That's an old
Clutching at
person
strings.
saying.
Well,
Clutch
Lee
it.
doesn't recognize it though. So
That's true. He is young and hip, so
yeah.
Again. Stuff I have to put up with.
It's all right.
Harassment. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, we'll see what they do when they come around to giving us that first update, which will be, it's pre-worlds. I think it's post NAIC pre-worlds is when that first update is going to drop. So, not too long away. But yeah, let's see what they do.